My name is Tim Garren, and I've been a missionary to Nova Scotia, Canada for over 35 years. As a young person, the Lord brought many men into my lives to influence me for missions. My life's verse is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. It's very interesting how the Lord directs my path. As I was a teenager, my Sunday school teacher, Neil Cushman, invited me to go on a mission team to Nova Scotia. At first I said, well, I have no money, but if the Lord supplies the money, I'd be happy to go. Well, guess what? The Lord supplied the funds that I needed to go. And that summer, the Lord really burdened my heart for missions, and really gave me a compassion to win the lost. And do high school and then college and university. The Bob Jones University team would take teams up to Nova Scotia just about every year. And the Lord allowed me to go on these teams. And each time the Lord brought individuals into my life that would direct my path. Brother Nelson McGew was instrumental in giving me the opportunity to preach, to teach, and to just share the burden of missions there in Nova Scotia. One of the things also is that I was privileged to see many opportunities and privileges of godly men. Dave Schubert was one that really influenced my life. We had a boys' home, and of course I was still single at that time, and we ministered to young people in trouble with drugs, alcohol, and minor criminal offenses. And yet I really saw how the Lord could use my life in reaching other lives for the Lord Jesus Christ. And through that, the Lord led through many different avenues. And so it was just one step at a time. So my life verse was really coming into action, that as I looked to the Lord and trusted in him, he directed my path. And then I wanted to get into church planting, and the Lord allowed me to help start several churches. And then I came to the little town of Lockeport, Nova Scotia, and the Independent Baptist Church. And we've been here almost 25 years. One of the privileges was that the Lord brought into my life was my wife. I've been a single missionary for over 10 years. And then Marge, and we got married, and we had 3 little girls, and the Lord blessed in so many wonderful ways. But again, how was the next step? I think the next step was just being totally surrendered to the Lord Jesus Christ, having compassion for the lost, and letting the Lord lead step by step. And he always used good, godly men and women to lead and guide. I trust as you search for what the Lord would have for you, that you would realize that God has a plan and a purpose for your life. So just take the next step and let God lead and guide in your life.